Well, good morning. I'm just getting pulled away from the pens here, headed down here to go hunting. Joe ran a cat last night for over 2 hours. Got off of the property, almost got to a highway. I mean, it was crazy. I went and helped him, and he had walked in there about halfway through that other property. We had somebody sitting on the highway on the other side, and I was running around everywhere trying to find him. I didn't have any GPS on him or anything. It finally worked out. I finally caught him, or caught her. And then Daniel caught one last night on the north side, and I got that one yesterday morning. So we were 3 for 3 yesterday. I'm headed out, going down to the pasture. 53 degrees. Still looks like a lot of moisture, maybe a little fog. And see what I can get stirred up. And we'll be back with you guys as soon as we get down there. Well, Ike just started a cat. Dogs are going to him right now. See what happens. Well, I got one started right back here. The dog pulled out of here and trying to find a road. There should be one in there. They're 800 yards ahead of me now. I had to go way around. I don't know what's going on. They're all bunched up on the machine here. They don't seem to be too terribly far off of this road. A couple 300 maybe. Hopefully I don't miss the race, but man, shit. I'm rolling. 128. I hear them. got it. They turned him, went back. There he is. Boots and Blackjack. Seemed like he settled down in a bad thicket in there. There's Jazz. They're coming at us. Blackjack. Yeah, they're settled down in a thicket right there. Ike. There's Boots. Just bad thick in there. They're having trouble staying together. There he is. Rain. Laney. Cat's just running around this thicket, not really going anywhere. Getting hot too. Just a thicket right here. I don't know if you can see it, but thicket right there, and it's kind of open flat country on the outsides of it. Coming back this way. Just staying up in that thicket. Blackjack. Blackjack and whiskey. Rain. Stormy's got him out in front. Whiskey. Boots. Rain. Stormy. Blackjack. Blackjack. I think I hear Elvis in there too. Ike. Shooter. Rain. Stormy. Whiskey. He's just staying right in this thicket. Coming at us again. It's Ike. Blackjack. Rain. Dogs are getting hot. Y'all see them deer down there right the other side of the cows feeding in the Sindera? Dog hunting really screws up the deer hunting. Oh, that dog's bayed. Bayed. Caught. Oop, he slipped away from him. Bayed. They got him. It's gonna be a bitch getting in there, I promise you that. Get a stick here. Good one. Bitch. There we go. I finally got behind him. Tomcat. Good deal. Yee! That boy Elvis. Well, I was hunting down that fence line, and it was starting to get hot, and the wind was starting to blow, and I figured I was going to hunt up to a corner, which was about 500-600 yards ahead of me, and Ike started out there off to my right, and dogs got to him. Laney and Shooter got in there and started helping him out. Stormy hit it a little deeper, and next thing I know, Whiskey and Boots and Wyatt had it a little further in there, and I thought I heard them jump, but I really couldn't tell. They were downwind of me, and I started driving around and looking on my GPS, and they were 0.8 of a mile, but they were all balled up on there, so I figured they had him jumped, and I had to drive way around, and I finally got around over there, and they did have him jump, and they had him settle down in a white brush thicket, and it was kind of locked. It was a white brush thicket, kind of an island with a flat around the edge of it. We call a flat an area is where water stands after a big rain, and it stands so long in that low area that it kills all the vegetation. It's just a bunch of dead weesach trees, not hardly any brush at all. And I think that cat settled down in that thicket, and he had this sendero on one side, and then that big flat around on the outside, and he'd run up to the edge, and he'd see that opening, and he'd duck back in there. So they kind of had him in that thicket, and it was bad, real bad. And it'd be 2 or 3 dogs barking here, 2 or 3 dogs barking there. Then they'd get together and they'd run him, and they finally bait him up under a log. They bait him 4 or 5 times in different spots, but he'd always back up under a log or back up into a thicket where they couldn't get around behind him. They were just standing in front of him baying. And I finally kept crawling up to him and goosing him out of there and crawling up to him, and I'd poke him with a stick. And he finally got somewhere where they could all get in there to him, and they got him. But it was a good race. Dogs got a little hot, but that's all right. Joe and Daniel both got cats last night, and I talked to Steven a little bit ago, and he hadn't done any good. So I guess over around Beeville, hunting's not very good this morning. But I'm gonna head back and get them unloaded and get ready to go to Brazil peacock bass fishing tomorrow. I've been pretty excited about that trip.